Before the Department of Education could present their budget request for fiscal year 2013, the agency had to set the record straight. They're looking at a $24 million shortfall before the end of the present year if Governor DeCalvo doesn't release their 15% reserve. According to DOE Deputy Superintendent of Finance and Administrative Services, Tolling Taitano, DOE was authorized $207.1 million for fiscal year 2012, but only allotted $130 million as of May 31st. The $30 million reserve has also kept DOE from purchasing important supplies, including $2 million budgeted for textbooks. DOE Superintendent John Fernandez.
We've heard his public statement that the reserve will be released. We haven't heard any specific timing for that release, and we have not heard a final amount. I mean, whether it's the whole 15% or some other amount. So Tolling's been just trying to lead those discussions to figure out what our needs are and when we might run short.
Looking ahead, DOE is requesting $294 million for fiscal year 2013. According to Committee on Appropriations Chair, Senator Ben Pangilinan, that's $86 million more than what the legislature was hoping to authorize to the agency, and $79 million more than what the governor proposed.
And I guess you're adding in leases or additional expenditures that were not part of last year. For example, $6.4 million for the T's and lease maintenance and insurance on top of that. So these were not included in the budget last year. So it's not additional operating money, really. It's for additional expenses.
There are additional expenses like the $4 million to cover DOE's third-party fiduciary agent, which oversees the millions of dollars in federal funding, as well as assists DOE out of high-risk status. In prior years, this was paid out of state fiscal stabilization funds. And additional expenses, as pointed out by Minority Leader Frank Bloss Jr., DOE is requesting additional funding to hire 2 locksmiths, 15 electricians, 13 plumbers, and 14 refrigeration mechanics.
I see that the proposed new positions, but I don't necessarily see where you're going to bring on an HVAC or air conditioning mechanic or a plumber, and I don't see plumbing supplies or freon or equipment like that. So, I don't want it to be a matter of, okay, we're going to hire the position, but we don't have the tools.
Pangilinan and Blas both urged Fernandez to consider a passed bill that would hand over DOE facilities to the Department of Public Works, so DOE can focus on educating students, not fixing facilities. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.